Hey, everyone! Welcome back to Psychology Chronicles, where we dive deep into the world of human psychology and relationships. If you're new here, you are specially welcomed, and today's episode is going to be a real eye-opener. We're talking about the 7 types of people narcissists absolutely can't stand. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one. But before we dive into the details, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Your subscription helps us spread awareness about narcissistic abuse and reach people who need it the most. Now, let's get into it. So, who are these people that narcissists just can't handle? Well, let's start with number 1. 1. Authentic people. First up, we have authentic people. These are the folks who live true to themselves, and narcissists cannot stand them. Why? Because authentic people are like human lie detectors. They can see right through the narcissist's charm and manipulation, and that's a serious threat to someone who lives behind a mask. Authentic people don't buy into the love bombing or fake niceties because they can sense when something isn't real. Their honesty and integrity stand in stark contrast to the narcissist's false persona, which can make a narcissist feel exposed and powerless. The biggest reason narcissists hate authentic people? They refuse to play along with the narcissist's delusional, fantasy-filled world. Instead of enabling the narcissist's lies, they stay true to themselves, and that shatters the narcissist's carefully built illusions. Authenticity is like kryptonite to narcissists. It makes them feel vulnerable, and that's something they absolutely can't handle. 2. Brave and resilient people. Moving on to number 2. Brave and resilient people. Narcissists hate bravery because they're inherently cowards. Brave people don't shy away from tough situations. They stand up for what's right, and they're not afraid to express their emotions. Narcissists, on the other hand, run from any hint of vulnerability. They spend their lives avoiding accountability, but brave people do the exact opposite. They admit when they're wrong, own their mistakes, and work to improve. And here's the thing, a narcissist can't stand seeing that kind of strength because it highlights their own weaknesses. So what do? They'll try to tear down the brave person, whether through gaslighting or recruiting flying monkeys, enablers who help in their manipulation. But brave people bounce back no matter what. That resilience is something a narcissist can't fathom, and it makes them feel small and inadequate. And that's why they go out of their way to try and break these individuals down. 3. Visionaries and independent thinkers. Now, let's talk about number 3. Visionaries and independent thinkers. Narcissists despise people who have big dreams and make them a reality. Why? While narcissists love to fantasize about their greatness, they rarely put in the effort to turn those dreams into action. They live in their heads, full of delusions of grandeur, but they lack the discipline and focus to bring those dreams to life. Visionaries, on the other hand, are out there changing lives, creating businesses, and leaving a mark on the world. They're doers. And when a narcissist sees someone else actually accomplishing what they can only dream about, it's a huge blow to their ego. They feel like failures, even though they'll never admit it. That's why narcissists often try to sabotage or undermine these independent, successful individuals. Sees someone else actually accomplishing what they can only dream about, it's a huge blow to their ego. They feel like failures, even though they'll never admit it. That's why narcissists often try to sabotage or undermine these independent, successful individuals. Truth tellers call things out for what they are. If they see dysfunction, they name it. If they see injustice, they speak up. And narcissists hate that because it forces them to confront reality, something they work hard to avoid. In a narcissistic family, the truth teller is often labeled the black sheep and punished for not falling in line. When you tell a narcissist the truth, you're essentially pulling the mask off their face. They feel attacked, and their first instinct is to go into defense mode, often turning the entire family or group against the truth teller. But truth tellers hold onto their sanity by refusing to be part of the narcissist's delusions, even if it costs them their peace or stability. 5. Happy and joyful people. Coming in at number 5. Joyful people. Narcissists can't stand to see others happy, especially when that happiness has nothing to do with them. They feel a need to control the emotions of those around them, and when they see someone thriving and full of joy, it makes them feel powerless. Narcissists are sadistic. They actually enjoy seeing people suffer, especially if they're the cause of that suffering. So, when someone radiates joy and refuses to let the narcissist bring them down, it drives them crazy. Happiness is something narcissists will try to destroy in others. They can't stand to see people living freely and confidently, so they'll find subtle, or not so subtle, ways to undermine it. It's sad but true. 6. Vulnerable people. Next, we have vulnerable people. Narcissists hate vulnerability because it reminds them of their emotional weakness. They see vulnerability as a flaw, not a strength. So, when you express your feelings or show emotional fragility, a narcissist won't offer support. Instead, they'll shame you for it, saying things like, "You're too sensitive," or "Stop overreacting." Over time, they condition you to hide your emotions, making you feel like there's something wrong with being vulnerable. The reality is vulnerability is a strength. It takes courage to be open and real, but narcissists despise it because they can't allow themselves to be seen as weak. And finally, number 7. Creative people. Narcissists can only imitate, they can't create. They're masters of mimicking others, but lack the imagination and emotional depth to produce something original. Creative people make narcissists anxious because creativity is unpredictable. It can go in any direction, and narcissists can't control it. So, instead of appreciating creativity, they try to steal or stifle it. If you're a creative person in a narcissist's orbit, whether in the workplace, in a relationship, or a family dynamic, they'll often try to take credit for your ideas. They might manipulate you into sharing your creative thoughts, only to pass them off as their own. It's an exhausting cycle, but remember, they can never truly replicate the depth of your creativity. Wow, what a conversation. So, which one of these types of people resonates with you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, if you found today's episode insightful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. We're all about spreading awareness and helping people navigate the tricky waters of narcissistic relationships. So, thanks for tuning in today, and as always, stay strong, stay true to yourself, and stay irresistible. Until next time, take care.